newborn baby. And what happens is somebody breaks into the bunker and steals your newborn baby and shoots your wife in the head.
That's Fallout 4.
No, that sounded too oddly specific.
That is literally the opening to Fallout 4.
How would the guy know? You're frozen too.
No, you got thawed out temporarily because there was a malfunction in the power.
Plot convenience. You wouldn't know.
I played the game.
Fallout 4 was a good game. It was a bad Fallout game.
Anyway, I was thinking, that idea came to me, so I was just curious what you guys' thoughts were.
I mean, I'd be down. A Wasteland style campaign would be interesting.
It would be like a post-apocalyptic world in a way. There would still be surface life in good and bad forms.
You got good crafting.
Can I make the trash cannon? The Fallout definition of it.
Definition.
The Fallout version, you literally load trash into it and fire it out like a cannon.
Yeah.
I have literally seen someone just like obliterate a guy's head using someone else's skull using this thing.
I'll give you a t-shirt launcher. How about that?
Can you kind of make a broadsider?
Oh my gosh, the broadsider!
The handheld cannon.
For all those who are interested, we are live.
Yeah, I was about to say
Oh, man.
Sorry about that, folks. Fallout 4 talk.
You got freaking notifications. They're lame.
Anyway, what are your quick thoughts on that, if you have any? Just for
I'd be down. I mean, definitely sounds interesting.
Anyway, what are your quick thoughts on that? What was that, Nathan?
Oh, well, I'm pressing the screen button on my soundboard just to let you know what I think of that. Sounds like terror. Sounds like absolute. No, I think the post-apocalyptic genre is underserved, so it'd be interesting.
The fact that I can't hear it on my side is very disappointing.
Yeah, it's just on my screen. I would have to stream it for you to hear it. You can hear it if you watch it on Twitch.
Well, I do, but the mic I use through my laptop is like going to be a lot. But anyway, welcome back, folks. Our normal madhouse of an intro. Tonight we're going to do some wrap up, or not necessarily not wrap up. We're going to do some setup with Dakota's character, and then we're going to finally make it to Silver Sanctum. Very excited.
Beating up the Buddhist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like in Rambo 3.
We got a lot to go over tonight, so we're going to jump straight into the action. All right. Anna leaves her. Where was she? She wrapped up her business. She's got people following Gumshoe. The individual that Gumshoe wanted disposed has been dealt with, along with some of his immediate family members. Towards the end of the downtime period in which all this takes place, you decide to go back to the village and see how the fortifications is going. And when you arrive, everything's looking really good. And your father approaches you as you enter the village and says, "Come, my daughter. There's someone here to see you." So
Okay, Papa. I'll run to him.
You follow him into. It was a tavern before everything got scorched to cinders. He motions for you to go inside. And sitting at a table in a jet black cloak, the hood covering his face, he says, "Hello."
Well, hello. Who might you be? As I'm walking in, I take the. I never really described our characters too great, but I have very fair skin, wearing a nun outfit that is white and purple. And I take the hood of the nun outfit, like lower it to expose my head, which has not been exposed the entire campaign. And upon my head, like a little crown that sits Jake number 1.
Outstanding. So, the man stands up, and as he's standing up, a deep black fog rolls off of him. And
Transit jump, don't make a transit jump.
Dreg says, "Partner, you need to be careful. There's great evil with this one." And no sooner than Dreg says that, you are completely surrounded and encompassed in darkness. As you,
This is like my teenage years.
No comment. You can barely even see the hands in front of your face. And you hear a
Papa Rattler.
You hear a deep, brooding voice. You may think that your ruse works on them, but it doesn't work on me, girl. I know.
I pull no ruse with my people here.
Maybe not here. But I have seen what you're doing.
Well, that makes 2 of you then. There's a pesky little detective that's been on my case for a while. He's a bit too smart for his own good. Can't quite put on the same guise that I would normally.
So, just to clarify, as he speaks, you can tell that he's circling you. You can hear like the sound of like something being dragged as he circles you. He says, "I am known by many names. The Great Serpent, the God of Shadows and Poison, the Great Leviathan of Creston. But you may know me as Zahir."
Zahir?
You beat the joke.
Is that what you said, Zahir?
Yes, Zahir.
Oh, I was so hoping before you said his name, you were going to pause. I was going to yell out, "Bill Cosby!"
Tell me.
Oh, what? Go ahead.
Tell me, oh, long descendant daughter of mine, what is it that you want? What is it you seek?
Making a note. So, how are you alive? I've read upon your works. Read of the legacy. Are you alive?
You can't.
What do I want? I want nothing more than for our people to thrive and prosper. The rightful place they belong.
You can't rightfully kill a god without removing its divinity. You intend to try and make these people prosper, but refuse to use all of the tools at your disposal to do so. Is your pride swelled into that which would rival the dragons you so loathe?
Sigh and look down to my arm. I see what you mean. I do loathe the dragons, and they have their dragon pride and crap. Seriously, they're like toddlers. But hate to use power that would sully and corrupt, or sully my name and possibly corrupt our species.
If you want to begin to grasp on to the goal that you have, you will need a grand following. What has your father told you of your uncle?
He passed at the time of my birth, but not, and he had this rat with wings, drag, in him. That was about it, I believe.
During the Third Great Dragon War, the wielders of the dragons rose up as part leaders of the Council for the Liberation of the People from Dragons, which will henceforth be known as the freaking Council, because I'm not going to say that every time.
Because why the
fought valiantly, using that very power that dwells within you.
Hmm. And he wasn't bothered by using it, but he had the same beliefs in our people as I do. I heard Uncle was a passionate man.
He firmly believed that once these winged beasts, these dragons, were dealt with, that then the natural order of things would allow our kind to become the apex predators of the planet.
Use the pest to destroy the pest. Then take out the insects.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Keyword the winged beast, you say?
Ascend from darkness.
I literally couldn't after you said winged beast. Okay. Couldn't let that go. What say you, dragon?
I'm kind of here for the ride.
You have no problem ripping out and destroying your own kind?
It wouldn't be the first time.
You have no problem helping devise or uncover a truth to possibly take others' dragons from people? Like this little nosy detective we have snooping around?
Oh, by the gods, please don't release Fafnir anywhere near any female members of the humanoid races. Please. For your own safety, don't do it. But sure.
Not release, but to possibly take into the gauntlet that you're in. Or destroy in general if we can.
Death would be preferable to our current state. I can't say I can really object on any grounds of morality.
it would have to exist to begin with.
That's fair.
Well, for the sake of our own people, for everyone in this village, my family, I'll gladly use your power to destroy your own kind.
You can feel the malevolent presence sort of close in on you. And he says, but is this all you truly want?
She kind of pauses, and then she takes a book out of the inside of her sleeve and kind of opens it up. I desire not only the prosperousness of my people, but the power to protect them from any and all threats, to eradicate and alter the very fiber of the universe. Power similar to Sophia.
The being that you worship is not a god. She is something much grander than that.
Then so is my desire.
In order to
Become
begin
something
your,
greater and destroy the gods.
in order to begin your steps towards that, you will need a sponsor, a benefactor. And I would be happy to do that for you on one condition.
What is that?
I want the head of the high priestess of the Spider Queen.
Pulls out a different notebook on people who to kill. Okay, high priestess. The head of high priestess of the what?
The Spider Queen.
I hate spiders anyway.
Before you opens up sort of like a scrying circle,
Mm-hmm.
and you get an image of the Underdark, and you see the Drows on their day-to-day life, going about their day-to-day lives, and he explains that the Spider Queen, he and the Spider Queen have opposing desires. He wants pieces of her divine portfolio, but the more followers and worshippers she has, the stronger she becomes.
Mhm.
So if he were to attempt to steal a piece of her divine portfolio, he would have to best her in a fight and render her unconscious and take it for himself. The best way to shake up the faith that the Underdark Drow holds so dear, which is their worship and reverence of Lolth, is to literally cut the head off the snake and assassinate the high priestess of the Spider Queen.
Okay, he wants to. Just so I'm clarifying this, he wants whose power? Her power, or the other lady's? This is a different lady.
He wants Lolth's power. He wants part of her divine portfolio.
Gotcha.
In order to achieve that end, he needs her high priestess out of the picture.
I don't know where Elam Shin is right now or what he's doing, but I would like to think that he just got a very strong sense of dread in the pit of his stomach.
So,
I thought you hated this lady.
Oh yeah, but you also am well aware of how powerful she is.
No.
So, a few other things is he moves the scrying circle around a little bit, and he says, "I believe your friends will also have a vested interest in this." As he pans over to a prisoner pen that the high priestess maintains or has her courtiers maintain, and you see a man in a suit, not really a suit, it's like a lab coat, really tattered, beaten up, burned in some places, with a very familiar crest on the breast of his lab jacket, which is the crest of Draco.
Okay.
He also makes sure to tell you that the Drow employ quite a few undead. And that to seek out the Drow Denwis in Mooncrown. The matron, or the high priestess and all the matron mothers, seek that Drow's head. He could either be convinced to help you, or use to get a audience with the high priestess.
And they all want this Drow's head.
Yes.
And the Drow's name was?
Denwis.
Denless?
Denwis.
Okay. Dinless. And he was in what town? Sorry.
Mooncrown.
Okay.
Right, bro.
Yeah,
Well,
seriously, bro. Our DM just decided to drop off the face of the earth.
Welcome back,
no.
Storm.
Welcome back, dipshit.
Yeah, computer crashed. We're experiencing technical difficulties. He's
What the hell?
What?
It literally like forced me off of my phone and back onto my computer, and Discord just okay, whatever. Anyway, Denwis is the Mooncrown. They want his head because he slew a matron mother himself.
Ooh.
I think I like this guy more and more.
He's also the drow that's looking on information about you and training Clay in swordcraft.
I like him more and more.
Again, the phrase is fuck the matriarchy, not fuck the matriarchy.
All right.
I'm dying to know which matron mother he killed.
All outstanding questions.
What is your name?
The god's name?
The person that's in here with me.
Zahir. Zehi. Zahir.
It's like a French
what
guy
makes you-
saying here.
Zahir. And what makes you have an interest in me?
Once upon a time, all of our people worshipped me. All of you are descended from me. I have a vested interest in seeing the natural order of things return to what it ought to be.
So he's Zeus.
The god of the creator races.
No, again, I'm thinking Zeus. He stuck his dick in a lot of things and had a lot of kids.
Fair.
All right.
AKA, he went whiskey dick.
What are your thoughts about this guy? And I point to my forehead.
Jake the Snake?
Yes.
Jake the Snake deserves the best dragon steak on the whole damn planet.
I immediately turn around and me and Jake like huddle in a corner. Like, I'm like, damn, he's got a freaking silver tongue. He's telling me exactly what I want to hear. Jake's like nodding in agreement. It's like water coming out of the mouth.
Oh gosh.
Back over. So what will be? You are willing to endorse me once I do this for you?
Yes.
And that will put me on my way to being able to do all these things?
Yes.
But also creating a following is good, right?
Yes. All of the above.
Outstanding. Since you are essentially the All-Father, I pull out a vial of superiority juice. What are your thoughts on this? And
Bill Cosby juice.
So to explain, he kind of goes into greater detail about your race's history, and says there was a point in time where the battles and the conflicts were not going very well. So they made a concoction to forcibly change the victim's DNA into that of what you are.
right. But he doesn't have any. Like, I'm curious if he doesn't see it as an abomination. He doesn't.
Not really. He sees it as the ends will justify the means.
Okay.
And those of you that are truly pure-blooded should be elevated to a much higher status.
So it's like Slytherin house.
Muggle blood.
One more other question for you while he's here. What are your thoughts on Papa Radler's fate?
An unfortunate set of circumstances, but his soul is in transit to me.
Do you think you might be able to do something about it once we cut the head off the priestess, weakening Loth, making her, free to go get her?
I can see what I can do, but death is not one of my domains.
I know I said one more question, but I have one more. One of my party members, I have been investigating them a little bit, and one of them freely mentioned a being called the Outsider when we were outside of Allmart's the other week. What do you know about this being?
Which one?
That I don't know.
There are two to my knowledge.
Two.
One is Minimus Danatorum.
Best thing about my campaign, I used easy names.
Hey Dakota, here's a heads up. We've met that name before.
Yes, you have. The other is Furtina Ariana.
Double son of a whore.
Wait, so you're telling me there's a third one named the Colonel?
That was funny, though. I'll give you that.
Dakota, you do realize that that's the boss from the first one is the boss from Storm's first campaign, right?
Hope you realize that was 20 years ago.
And I remember that.
You have to tell me that name again. What was his name?
One is Minimus Danatorum, and the other is Furtina Ariana.
And that's the dragon douchebag from the third campaign.
That was an abomination of the English language that is typed. But, all right.
You said that the English language already isn't an abomination.
They allow that. All right. Don't take this forever. Am I missing anything? Because I feel like I am. What would be the effects of my superiority juice if I was able to infect a seemingly sentient golem?
You are not Bill Cosbying me. Lord help you if you try.
You're not here. I'm asking this man.
I can help you, just so you know.
It would not go very well.
As in?
Depends on what fuels it.
Lamb sauce, I believe.
Where's the lime sauce? This was actually
you self-righteous cocksucker.
That was actually the important, or that was actually an important thing that I forgot to mention forever ago about how your superiority juice tied in with that other lady, and I just totally forgot about it. But depending on what fuels a creature like clay, as long as it's fleshy and has a soul, if it's not like inherently like birth, like alive, kind of the more natural order of things. This is really difficult for me to explain. Depending on what the fuels the machinations of that creature, it could bring out the essence of that fuel and not change it to what you want it to.
Okay.
Which probably made just as much sense to you as it did to me as I was saying it.
No, you're saying it would bring out the natural fuel of the creature and not bring out the essence I want it to and convert it. Right?
Yes.
It would amplify the nature of the being instead of altering it.
Yes.
That's why I have an important question for when I'm done with this talk with this man. What happened to the one I already did? Because time's up.
Well, it was only supposed to last 24 hours, like her comatose state, and then she was going to break free and run off screaming about her brother. But you didn't hang out in Golden Horizon for 24 hours. So I just kind of forgot about it. And
She was not breaking free and running for anybody. I distinctively tied her up. Like, all limbs were tied up together, like arms and arms, legs and legs. Then she was hog-tied. Then she was gagged. And then levitate was cast on her, and Jake sent her back to the damn freaking church. She wasn't running for nobody.
She was going to try. Anyway, that's not really important now. We're just going to ignore that. That's going to be a glaring, like a management oversight.
Oh, so it's my fault. Okay.
Actually, it's my fault, but
No, that's not how management oversights work.
Oh, that's fair. I'll give you that. I'm in management. I should know that.
Okay, so can I assume that the black heart juice works and that she converted?
We're just gonna go with yes. She's one of your people now because I don't feel like retconning all of that.
Outstanding. She has a soul and is a true believer now. Oh, one more question for this man. And I keep thinking of questions. Do you know of a guy named Kyle?
No.
Okay, good. Whew.
And he tells you that as a sign of good faith and to hopefully push you in the right direction, a small tail comes out of like the darkness and pokes your gauntlet.
Tail?
And the gauntlet itself screams out about or screams out, I've freaking lost it. There it is. Red Dragon of Heaven's second liberation. And you get the next step into your sacred gear.
Does my gauntlet get bigger or longer?
No, it changes shape and it goes up your forearm a little bit more.
So it does get bigger. Okay. Ooh. I'm looking at it. Like, this is good, right, Dragon?
Yeah. You now have more power, and it can be more broken and overpowered because some outside force thinks you're really going to need it.
And is that the first be the DM?
No, the outside force was a giant snake man.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that I might be able to ascend to your level of our race at some point?
A possibility.
Outstanding.
All right.
How might I be able to contact you?
I'll come when the time is right, as the shadow begins to fall, and shoo, the man's gone as you come back in the bright light of the room, and you're like, "Ow, my eyes! I need sunglasses." He's just gone.
Are you
Disappeared.
a young pea?
I wonder.
I wonder.
How did Father know who set this meeting up? Papa Radler! I run out the tavern.
Yes.
How did any of that just work?
What?
You introduced him.
I have no idea what you're talking about. When did you get into town?
I grab his hands. I look at him really close. You're getting old timers.
Dakota, I will drive to your house and whoop that ass.
That's a really touchy subject with us, or Clay. But anyway,
I kiss him on the forehead. Please remember that.
he bonks you on the head.
No,
And-
Jake. This is the first
he's
one.
like, I'm not that old, you young whippersnapper.
Yeah.
I just woke up from a nap.
And technically, he's only like in his late 40s.
Hell, I don't remember.
You're napping in the middle of the day. You're forgetting things. Oh my goodness.
Listen, it was warm. The sun is out.
All right. Okay. Whatever. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. So, how's the fences coming? Do you remember that? Are you
Yes, everything is going according to plan.
kind of like hold my hands up to block any more hits on my head as I'm asking? Been sassy.
Oh gosh. As far as like the defenses and everything's going according to plan.
Outstanding. There should be now, as far as branching out, there were at least 500 new members that we had that converted. So we're going to slowly convert, or we're slowly going to have what's the word I'm looking for? A get together and party where we have a big bowl of punch. And everyone is encouraged to partake from this bowl of punch at the same time.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Never drink the Kool-Aid.
Punch, Kool-Aid. Same difference.
Yeah, superiority juice, Kool-Aid, punch, all the same. That's great. Still a little confused about your old timers, but okay.
You have an emergency broadcast go over the network, and Sarah's like, "We need everyone back in hell ASAP."
Oh hell!
Can I, according to what you just sent me, can Drake just for meta reasons explain to me these powers so I have a more intimate understanding of what I can do now?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to hold Papa Radler, like hold his head. I want to say boost. So can Drake boost? Do I boost him?
Sure.
I'm gonna boost your memory, okay?
Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna explain the mechanics of what happened there. Anyway.
Storm, can I borrow the 1911?
Oh, calm down, Joe. Anyway, so back in hell. We're back in Asirio's office.
Are we all in there?
Yes. It's
Can I-
it's the party.
Can I just poke Gerald real quick and say, hey Gerald,
Yeah.
Mondays, am I right?
Oh, you're telling me.
Oh my gosh.
So how was your time off?
Interesting.
Did you interesting, okay. Well, hope you had a good time, that nothing too bad happened, that you're not gonna bring any trauma into work, no emotions and
Iona, can I ask you a question?
well sure, Gerald, I'm here for the betterment of the entire party.
Have you
We're not after all.
have you ever done something you regret?
I have a Vietnam flashback for like 10 seconds.
Look like what's it, Ben Affleck in that one video where he's staring off in depression.
Yes, that's exactly it. I snap out of it. Oh, yes.
How did you handle the trauma?
Well, honestly, after I was attacked by a group of people, before I was a nun, back in my early teens, after I was abandoned, or not abandoned, but I was left alone, there were some really bad things happened. I was attacked by a group of men, and I ended up just killing them all, and Jake number one strangled one of them. Just went around his neck and strangled him. Jake has just really helped me through all of it.
Iona Ada Johnson.
Okay,
I've got this. Okay.
Oh hell.
We're
going to hell. Where's the t-shirt?
second son?
Well,
Hey, second son.
yeah. What's up?
We need just a minute, okay?
Okay.
I wanna how much do you weigh, Gerald? How tall are you?
About 230, 240.
Okay. I was gonna attempt to pick you up, but I'm not gonna do that now. Walk over here with me. We're gonna walk away.
So while they're stepping away, Shio's gonna slip Elishim a note.
Here's what we're gonna do, okay?
Yeah.
It's okay you did it. You're repenting. You're telling a nun. We're going to pray the gay away.
Oh God, we're going to hell. Well, I don't know if we're going to hell for this one, but at the same time, I feel like we're going to hell.
Oh, God.
So here's what we need to do, okay, Joe?
Yeah.
Can you explain to me why you ate a Johnson? Did you want to eat a Johnson? Were you forced to eat a Johnson?
There was something inside me that changed. That turned into something that I wasn't. And it took control of me and I ate him.
Okay. Would you say the biggest change inside of you was before or after you ate the Johnson?
Pre or post trauma?
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
Storm, just saying, when we start t-shirts, we need a special one that says we're going to hell.
Oh gosh.
Roll for initiative.
Oh.
I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
Did you feel better after you ate the Johnson? Or
No.
No?
No.
Well, see, this was just like your slutty college years. Where you anything with a hole will do, or anything with a Johnson will do, or a Johnsette. You know, just anything.
So you mean maybe eating the Johnson had a purpose?
No, it was a mistake. You should not have ate the Johnson.
Right,
That's not
right.
what I'm saying at all. I'm saying you can use it as a growing experience, though.
Dear God.
To overcome the trauma.
Exactly. Therefore, when another Johnson's in front of you, you won't have to eat it. You could look it right in the eye and tell it no.
I can resist the temptation.
Exactly.
Jesus fuck. Storm,
where did
you couldn't have made that name any fucking worse.
It's perfect. It's great. It's doing its job.
Gerald, where did you eat the Johnson at?
On a hill.
No, how did you eat it? What part did it go in?
Well, I swallowed him whole.
Oh, okay.
Oh God.
Well,
Kill me.
I'm holding a pair of like purple thong underwear. Like, this is blessed by Sophia, and a Johnson, whatever you put this on, a Johnson won't be able to bypass it unless you take these off.
But he never stood a chance.
Got mouth game, huh? Dang, I bet that walking fleshlight in there with the second son would be jealous. She just had an attachment for that. Well, as long as you feel better and that you've gotten the word out that you've eaten a Johnson, you feel bad about doing it. Here, sit down, me, Gerald, real quick, and then we'll go back inside. Okay?
Right. Okay.
Put your hands together.
Oh. Okay.
Repeat after me.
Right. Yes.
Sophia in Shangri-La.
No.
No, I'm getting there.
Okay.
We're
Sophia in Shangri-La.
and Riser in Riserdom.
And Riza in Riserdom.
Please burn away the taste of the Johnson.
Please burn away the taste of the Johnson.
And any desire for a future Johnson.
And any desire for a future Johnson.
No matter the temptation, the size of the shape.
No matter
Where's my hanging rope? I need it.
Not attack a Johnson that is laid in front of me on a hill or in a valley or anywhere else.
I will not attack a Johnson anywhere. In the name of Riza.
And Sophia,
Amen.
you need all the help you can get, trust me.
You went and throw Luna in there too.
Yeah. No, we have standards.
Oh gosh, that was good.
I wanna talk to your dragon. I wanna talk to Tadakon. Hey, Tadakon, you in there?
What the hell do you want?
Listen, can you not let him eat Johnsons anymore?
It's a long story. There was no. Listen, you're a nun. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Gerald, I know what's wrong. I know what made you eat the Johnson.
What made me eat the
It
Johnson?
was Master Slave.
Master Slave. It was you.
You ate the Johnson. You ate Johnson out of your own free will. I just gave you the power to do it.
He enabled you. That's coercion. This was
You at this point just hearing this stuff and thinking, "Dear God, I got paired up with these idiots."
Now we know where we stand with the dragons, Gerald.
But
You'll never eat a Johnson on my watch.
But he saved my life.
Is it a life worth living if you have to eat a Johnson?
Tadakon says, he's like, you do realize Johnson was a person and not genitals, right? I mean, I guess there was technically some genitals there. It was part of like the body he ate, but you know.
It sounds like justification.
He ate a manhole!
All right, let's move forward.
Let's go on, yeah. I walk back in, all proud. I'm gonna cast Levitate on Gerald. Like, will you let me cast Levitate on you, Gerald?
Sure.
I pick you up, like holding you
Oh, okay.
under the armpits, like you're facing them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we're ready. And I was like, twirl you around a little bit.
I can dig it.
Shio is just leaning forward, elbows on her knees, hands just over both her eyes, just the look of, oh God, can we just get this meeting over with?
Second son, this is a real chair. This isn't cardboard.
Mondays, am I right?
This isn't a Monday.
I set Gerald down in the only chair I would imagine that's the real chair and not cardboard.
Give me 1 second.
Chat, if you're watching any of this, I'm not going to apologize because it's not my fault. I blame our DM, and I blame Dakota's brain being a 99.9% gutter.
Johnson. Anyway, Sirio says, all right, we spent a month planning out how we're going to get you in the Silver Sanctum, making the necessary contracts, the necessary bribes, all of it. We had it all planned out. And then today, I just took it from the table and straight into the fucking dumpster.
But why? But
Because you some bitches got invited.
What?
And he puts a letter on the table and says, "Read it for yourselves." Victoria's there. She looks very agitated.
Pua at this point opens the letter and actually reads it, just trying to get her mind out of Iona's gutter.
You're trying to keep your mind off the Johnson.
Shut up!
It must be hard. It just keeps entering your mind. Staring at you with a big eye.
The letter reads. The letter reads that Dragon Lord Ferdinand Longtail requests an audience from the Hell's Dragons.
First off, second son, I hate that name. Second off, Dreg. What's this guy's name?
Ferdinand.
hey, third off, boo! Josh says you didn't go his way.
Oh yeah.
Pardon Day Longtail?
Yes.
I turned to Gerald. See, this guy doesn't have a Johnson.
Oh my
Oh my god.
You mean? I feel like, but you mean? I don't know how to respond to that. Just go.
His name.
The letter requests that you meet some Silver Saint hunters in Mooncrown, who will then escort you to Silver Sanctum.
I just want to interject here. When I hand Chio back the note with instructions of how to meet the insider, I'm kind of chuckling to myself.
Good, as you should be.
Oh, this reminds me, Shin. I would like to meet your benefactor you talked about.
My who?
Your benefactor. You
Yes, sir.
talking. Not him. No way. Second son.
Why would you like to meet him for? Everybody wants to meet him.
Well, I had this idea for a few weeks now. I just kept forgetting. But just whenever. Not now. Just whenever.
I have
Simple
my reasonings why I wish to meet them.
Well, I tell you now, Ayana, I'll tell you the same thing I told Chio. To meet the outsider, you must bring me the recently slain corpse of the innocent. Slain at midnight while the moon is in the 7th house and on all Hallows Eve when the veil is at its thinnest.
Oh my goodness. Just totally in character. Well, I would never hurt an innocent. I guess I won't meet him. I walk away.
She thinks about it. Serial, I'm gonna have to speak with you after our meeting here before we go meet our escorts.
Second son, why were we invited?
Shio, I am very, very, very flattered, but I'm a married man.
Shio immediately pulls out the dagger she got. I wouldn't test that. I'm being nice, but I will start throwing daggers.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Maybe like you're just not thinking about it, but you know, whatever.
And on top of that, Ayana, you also
You know,
also need a real rabbit's foot. Cut from a rabbit killed in their graveyard during a full moon.
Dude, what?
I need a real rabbit foot cut off of a rabbit in a graveyard during a full moon.
I'll give you a rabbit.
A female bunny woman does not count.
I'm not going to sacrifice a female bunny woman.
Right, so, second son.
What you got, Big G?
What exactly are we invited to?
You're being invited to speak with Ferdinand for some reason.
Ferdinand.
Don't think you'll be going alone. We've actually been in negotiations with the Silver Sanctum Hunters, and you'll have some accompaniment. Galileo will be meeting you outside the city on your travels towards Silver Sanctum.
Wait. So you're telling me he invited us just to talk?
Well, if a Dragon Lord invites you, it's usually something important.
Interessante. I can't wait.
Heck yeah.
Oh, before we go, I just like to put out here like a brief meta game. I now have constantly detect magic cast upon myself.
Heck yeah. Oh yeah.
At all times.
Is anybody else suspicious of why he invited our group specifically?
I specifically asked this question. Second son, why do you invite us?
I have a feeling I know why, and it's because we've been kind of, making the rounds and kind of making a name for ourselves. And he's kind of a group of a holy city that kind of deals with demons. And we've kind of had several demons expelled from the earth.
We have?
We have?
We took down that entire mafia that was all demons, and we dropped them off at the church, except for one member, and had them all expelled.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Except for two members. One of them became a member of Iana's church, not by her choice, or by her choice, I don't know. Wait, no, she became a member of Asario's group. And then the other one got kidnapped by Asario's mother.
Huh.
The rest of them, though, we shoved in a church and said, hey, they're demons, kill them.
Pretty much.
Well, I look at it as more like a ding-dong ditch type thing, since we're kind of demons, too.
Well, we did kind of brand each of the ones we sent to that church with the mark of, what is now known as the Hell's Dragons.
Well, actually, it was a church, or not the church. It was the House of Asmodeus, but
they don't have to fucking know that. They just have to know we sent it.
Accurate statement, I suppose. Not everyone knows who Asmodeus is, but
the church doesn't have to know who Asmodeus is. They just have to know we sent their ass to get expunged.
We will exorcise the demons.
Listen,
so I take it we're about to get sent to Mooncrown to meet the group.
All of you will be teleported separately since you want to talk to our friend Asirio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I kind of, by the way, while everybody's distracted, I usher Chio off to the side and take her to the outsider.
All right. So the two of you are transported to the void, as our good friend Sheem here has done several times before. But much like the last time, you're teleported straight to the door of his office. You sort of have a much faster line to the outsider.
Right.
As you walk in, the outsider is delighted to see Chio.
Chio, before saying anything, just bows.
As I walk the door, I say to the outsider, I have brought her as you have requested, sir.
Outstanding.
Judging by the fact you wish to see me, you know why I'm here.
And I have no idea. I just want to know how you're still alive.
Oh, there's many questions in this world that I have no answers to, but I believe you have an answer I'm looking for.
Possibility. What's it to you?
Does the name Draco ring a bell?
Sounds familiar to me. Can't quite place it though.
The greater god of fire.
The greater god of fire and ingenuity.
Yes. The lesser known part of his portfolio. He happened to him. That's been so long ago.
I'm not exactly sure what happened. All we know is when it happened, I thought I was the only survivor. All I remember is what happened to our world when that happened. He felt a great pain, and then our world was burned to a cinder. The part I know of now is he is locked in a sphere in our world. And I haven't even been able to get close to the sphere, or at least close enough to actually understand what it says. But if you know of Draco, then you probably know of how to revive him.
So the outsider has been. Give me a second. I gotta pull a name up. Much as I said, if I don't have a name in front of me, I'm gonna forget it. Did I cry? Okay, no, I didn't. Okay. He goes, "Oh yes, I remember what happened. Atropos ate him.
Excuse me?
Well, he didn't eat him. Atropos just kind of sucked all of his energy out. And then your world exploded. It was a pretty rough time."
Brings a whole new meaning to sucking a golf ball through a water hose.
A golf ball? He was gifted by a dragon. That'd be more like a tennis ball.
Yep. That's what happened. I remember now. Atropos happened. Messy business, that lot.
Shio tapping her fingers. She's gone from her normal calm look to an actual serious look at this point, as she taps her fingers. So where can I find this person? Or thing?
Atropos?
Yes.
You don't want to fuck with Atropos. I wouldn't fuck with Atropos. Not that it could really hurt me because I'm undead. But that's beside the point. Okay. Atropos is a fucking plant.
This is a plant or a planet?
A planet.
Oh wow. It's a big boy.
So I guess to go from point A, because that's no longer an option, to point B, how could I resurrect Draco?
Oh, that's a lot easier than you think. First,
Oh?
you gotta find his body. Figure out where that motherfucker's at. Second, you have to go to the astral sea and find a dead god.
It's a dead god.
Well,
I feel like you're saying it's easy, but I believe that's under your terms. Under my terms, what is the rate of survival?
You say this word easy, but I don't think you know what it means.
here's what I need you to keep in mind. Okay, I say easy as in it's not the hardest thing in the world to get to the astral sea. It's really just finding the corpse of a dead god, assuming that you don't find the same one, and then extracting that dead god's divine spark and putting in the one that you want to not, or the one you want to stop being not alive.
Well, the body is not the hard part. though accessing the body is right now a problem. I know where it's at. Getting to it's the problem.
Can you sleight of hand a divine spark?
Can you pickpocket a divine spark? Can you take someone's godhood like you take a coin out of their purse?
Yeah. I mean, what is distracted from whatever it is you're extracting it from? It's kind of in open air, so I'm just thinking, like, that's my chance.
It's like, I want you to imagine. I think of like you're like playing with a toddler or whatever, and instead of like, ha, I got your nose, ha, I got your divinity, it's mine now.
Isn't that kind of what happened to Hercules?
Dude, that's fair.
I got your divinity, bitch.
But yeah,
So-
I mean, it's a lot easier said than done. Don't get me wrong, but it's not an overly complicated process.
So I'll let Chio know he needs to bring me with him. I can help him through Astral Sea.
I feel like there's a catch here.
the
Wait, do I need to roll a deception check on this?
the outsider kind of gives you the look of like, that's not what you need.
Okay, I should have.
you don't need the divinity of a dead god. You need a divine moat.
Ah,
Same
So,
principle, different things, really complicated.
so, dear outsider, what's the catch-22 of it all?
You might run into an astral dreadnought that eats you.
I figured there was a catch. It seemed too easy at first, and seeing as I'm talking to a being above divinity, I knew there was a catch.
I wouldn't call it a catch. I would call it a horrible hazard that I can't wait to watch you either overcome or murder you to death. I'm really excited about either option.
it does sound interesting, I gotta admit.
I like this guy's chaotic energy. I dig it.
No. He has a very specific ranking on the charting of alignment. He's chaotic. Fuck you.
Yes. He's lawful chaotic as well.
He's the real Johnson.
He's full on Richard.
Harold cries.
Holy old Johnson.
He's full on Richard at this point.
But I believe you have answered my question, and I do thank you for it. Though I do not have a body or soul to offer you, I can offer you a meal I had prepared for the trip.
I just kind of start laughing and say, nah, I just made that shit up. By the way, do not breathe a word of this to anybody when we get back.
Oh, of what? Shio smirks.
Exactly.
Although I may ask Asario how to get to the sea, but he doesn't have to know how I found out about it.
I just wanted to see you kill an innocent person.
Who said they had to be innocent? I could still shank a person.
I did.
I tried. Whenever we were going against the Mafia, I tried to use blowfish poison on them. Don't think I won't shank a motherfucker. Especially now that I got the dagger, I can do it stealthily. Hard to be stealthy with a longsword. It's a lot easier with a dagger.
You apparently didn't read the note I gave you back then. I said it had to be the blood of the innocent.
Fair. But that's originally why she was going to start asking Asario for ideas. But I can still figure out where the sea is to actually get what I need.
Good luck with that. So, the outsider says something to the effect of, "Oh, don't worry. One day I'll be able to claim your eternal soul." And like ushers you out of the room and back into prime material.
What a power move.
Yeah.
So Shio returns to the group at this point.
So, how does it feel that your eternal soul now belongs to the outsider?
It doesn't belong to him yet. Currently, it belongs to Asario.
That's worse.
Oh, don't worry. I have a plan in the long run. Don't worry.
So we're gonna go meet our guides.
Yes, like I said, I was going to stick behind and ask Asario how to get to the sea, though.
Okay.
Plane shift spell.
Yeah, what Brian said. It's you got to have someone that's gonna be able to plane shift you in the ethereal plane.
Yeah, just say that you have somebody here that's very versed in Arcana, so you need to know magical things.
Well, I mean, we're in hell. I'm sure I can talk to a demon or two and get some help.
Or you can just talk to the guy standing right beside you. Just say.
That too.
No, I really want him to go take advice from a random demon.
Yeah, okay, do that.
Who said I'd be talking to a random demon? I'm talking to Asario first. I got common sense. I talk to the higher ups first.
No, you don't talk to management.
That sounds like a suck ass.
Quotation marks, I like that. Quotation marks higher.
Look, I'm just saying, I know Asario's got many things that he could probably do.
That's like the
There's
lowest.
also a lot of things I know he can't.
He probably has a better mouth game with a Johnson than Gerald.
You should go talk to the Baylor. You should go talk to a Baylor. He'll give you better information than Asurio.
Yes, but I can use.
Isn't it?
Wait a second. Why ask Asario? Victoria's here. I literally have a deity who could probably do it. And I could probably get away with it better because I'm actually a woman.
But what's it going to cost you when you ask Victoria?
Exactly. And exactly how relevant will the information she gives you be? She'd have you do more fucked up things than killing an innocent person.
Look, I'm just saying, I could probably negotiate better with Victoria than I probably could with the outsider.
That's depends on what you. Never mind.
Well, just so you know, Iona gives very good therapy. So when it happens to you, you just come talk to her.
Well,
We're gonna
first,
turn your.
what happened?
I don't know exactly what your alignment is, but I feel like I'm going to turn it just a little bit lower than what it is.
Anyways, back to the point.
That is now my goal, to twist you into a twisted existence from what you once were.
You start out a flashlight. How much worse can it get?
Well, yeah, but right now he's an honorable flashlight. Flashlight, what the fuck ever. I want to turn him into an evil
flashlight.
Oh my god.
I turn him into an evil flashlight with razors.
This flashlight brings great dishonor. Like, anyway, are you going to talk? Who are you going to talk to? Are you going to talk to Victoria? Or are you going to talk to Asario?
I mean, they're both in the same room, so I'm probably going to ask both of them. So, back into character. So, I need to ask a slight favor from one of you, which I don't know which one would be the better one to ask this. I need access to something highly dangerous. Which one of you two could give me access to the Astral Sea?
Victoria speaking. Do you understand what you're asking?
I'm very aware of what I'm asking. I wouldn't be asking it if I wasn't. While I understand the risks involved, my cause is, I would say, noble, if you will.
I think you should go to the library and research the Astral Sea first.
Well, I'm just asking when I'm ready to go there. I'm not going there right now. I'm not that stupid.
That was going to be Victoria's next question. Like right now? Are you sure that's a good idea?
Of course not. I'm just asking when it's time. Who can get me access?
Victoria Victoria and Asterio shrug, and they're like, really, either one of us. Victoria holds up a pair of scissors and says, but our process may vary.
Well, one has my soul, I am more nervous of what you have in mind, but at the same time, I know I could probably bargain better with you. He has my soul. I literally have no bargaining chip with him.
I accept credit and debit.
What are you sliding at your ass crack?
You
How
wish.
about a coupon? How about a certificate for free meals for 5 years?
Jesus. A coupon book.
Coupon book.
She was just an old lady that drives a minivan.
The coupon book.
It's like inherited the restaurant from her dead husband.
The Asterio kind of like shrugs and he's like, I guess. I mean, it's going to be pretty funny to watch you get smited by an astral juggernaut and come back in the birthing pits in a couple weeks. But, you know.
Look, I'll go there when I'm ready. I just need access for the moment. What I need there is not important. What I need to do there is not important. It's better if you don't ask questions.
I don't meddle in your affairs.
Look, it's like asking the question of why Gerald had to do things he had to do. I don't question anything anymore. I'm stuck with these idiots because of you. I just have to accept
Yes.
them.
He ate a Johnson.
Yeah, he did. He scarfed one. He
Such
took that Johnson like a champ.
Hey,
a life-altering decision.
Leave Gerald alone. He's getting over his trauma of eating a Johnson. You shouldn't make fun of him. You're late.
Just know I'll need this favor. I'll need this favor at a later date. Shio gets up and exits through the portal just to forget anybody said that.
You can't.
I let Gerald know to think Tabby Deeproot has an opening since the serial took her living woman.
Son of a whore.
All of the. Don't talk about Asirio's future offspring like that. So you make your way to the tavern in Moon Crown, and sitting at a table in the corner are
A Johnson.
no more Johnsons. Are two gentlemen they're both wearing like gray trench coats. They have charcoal scarves going across their face or their faces, and tricorn hats pulled very low, so it's very difficult to make out their faces. But you can definitely tell that they are not from around here.
Do I detect any magic on them?
Their very being emanates magic.
So they're magical beings, then. One could say.
I didn't say that, but if that's the conclusion that you come to, well...
Do I come to that conclusion?
Do you?
I don't know. I am neither as smart or as charismatic as my character, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on as a person. But as my character, was my character discern that?
Oh, you know that they're emanating magic, but it's not magic that you're familiar with. It's like this strange foreign magic.
They're aliens. Get them, they're aliens.
You don't belong here.
Nobody, just me. All right.
I didn't understand you. I'm sorry.
Taking jobs instead.
It's a South Park reference. People from the future.
Goodbye, Twitch channel.
Look, with all the shit we've said and stuff, if we haven't lost the Twitch channel yet, you're fucking fine.
I suggest they go to Martha's Vineyard.
What?
They go to the Twitch channel now.
Yeah, that might have been the last straw for the Twitch channel.
Anyway,
We must have a really cool FBI agent. That's all I'm
no,
saying.
probably. He thinks we're funny as shit. So you're gonna approach these mysterious strangers, or
We kind of have to, so sure.
I'll be honest, I was so engrossed in the fuckery, don't know what we're doing.
I say we watch them for a little bit and see what they do.
We
think
stare at
they're the
them, they
content.
stare at us.
Yeah, we just get a table across from them and just sit there and stare at them.
So I'm sorry, can you explain what we're doing or exactly what's going on?
you're meeting the people that are gonna take you to the Silver Sanctum and let you in.
Okay. Guys, I think I would like to go over and introduce myself to them.
I think I'll accompany you.
I shall as well.
Question for the... No, stop. Not everybody. Question for the DM here. How did we get here?
The stereo teleported you.
Was
to,
I able to bring anybody with me?
like from where?
Like any of my peeps?
No, everyone got like emergency forcibly teleported to hell.
Okay, just making sure. All right. I walk over to their table. I'm getting to their table.
Yes.
Walk over to their table.
Before we get there, I ask Yana to hand me the potion, and I'll try to sleight of hand it to him.
The potion, you're going to try to make them drink the superiority juice?
Yep.
Stop trying to Bill Cosby, everybody.
What a true friend.
What is true friend? Oh no.
It's a double-edged sword.
It's very entertaining, though.
Internal monologue is like, he would actually do it, but what if he just keeps it? I want to give it to you, and I want to keep a very keen eye on you.
I got an idea. How about you give me half?
Why?
That way you don't lose it completely. And if I don't give it back, you still have some?
I'm not worried about losing it. I got a
He's
bunch.
more worried about you using it.
No, I'm fine with you using it. I have another thought I'm worried about. I reluctantly hand you one, and it's going to be, I want to keep stare at you, and then Jake is like going to put his head down under my little hat, like I've got a snake head sticking out on the side. He's just keeping his eyes on the drink.
This is going to be awesome. So here's my roll. Let's just go ahead and do that. It's a / now. 1, 8, 20. There's my sleight of hand roll. While Ayana distracts him, of course, talking to him with her silver tongue. Ayana, do your thing.
Well, hello, gentlemen. I see are you the gentleman that talked to Second Son that invited our group?
And I kind of reach across the table to shake their hands in greeting as I sleight of hand it.
You invited our group, the Geralds?
Fuck
yeah.
Well, there goes our only way of getting into the Silver Sanctum.
Did you just call it our group the Geralds?
Better than the Dragon Balls or whatever he said.
The Geralds.
The Johnsons is better than what he said.
They had a plus 10 to fucking... What was that? Jesus Christ.
You should be very concerned with the course of action that you're taking. Very concerned.
Oh, shit.
Very concerned. So you slip the
Superiority juice.
The superiority juice into this gentleman's drink. And they're talking about, or they're like, so you're Hell's Dragons.
Yes, that is us.
Grandmaster Ferdinand has requested your presence. You will come with us now. As they stand up and start to walk towards the door.
Did they slam down their drink? You guys gonna finish your drinks before you go? You paid for this.
The Grandmaster's will is more important than our own.
But you're monks, aren't you?
Oh no.
Is it not sacred to a monk to not waste and to be kind to the lands?
I said we have a toast to new friendships made.
And the Grand Master. You're not even going to salute him for safe travels back to the temple?
So, they introduced themselves as Kurt and Gabriel.
If you were going to say Kurt and then Cobain, I was going to be done. I thought that's where you're going. As soon as I heard Kurt, I thought this bitch's name is Kurt.
Oh gosh! So Kurt says, he says, "We don't have time for your trivial foolishness. We have a problem. Let's go."
So is the problem plot? Because it sounds like the problem's plot.
The problem is we need to go to Silver Sanctum. Instead of trying to assassinate the goddamn NPCs.
All right, here's what I'm going to do.
People.
Here's what I'm going to do. This is a tavern?
Yes.
What was the Grandmaster's name?
Ferdinand.
Is there plenty of people in the tavern?
Yes, it's pretty busy.
Can I scan the room for 2 attractive women?
Sure. Let's say you find 2, 1 elf and 1 human.
No, 1 out of 2 is not bad. I take their drinks. Well, if your guys are going to waste them and this make Grandmaster look bad, hey everyone, free drinks on these 2 here. Here, ladies, here's your 2 drinks right here, and I give them the drinks. We're toasting the Grandmaster. What's his face?
Chio looks at the 2. We probably need to get out of here now. When she gets friendly, things happen.
Of that we are well aware.
I ordered 2 more drinks, 1 for me and 1 for Ayana, and I hand her back the vial just so she knows it's not spiked.
Well, I'm trying. Do the 2 bimbos take a swig?
Yes.
Outstanding. All right, I'm gonna bring 2 Jakes in. All right, ladies, they're a little tipsy. I'll catch up to you guys. Just wait right outside. I'm gonna take them out the back door. I'm gonna tie them up. I'm gonna put Jakes on them. Then I'm gonna send them back to town.
Okay.
2 more for my collection.
I know, Jayana, if you have any dead bodies, I could use them. Just a thank you.
Okay, if we find anybody that's beyond repentance, I will gladly let you have them.
All right, thank you.
Oh Lord, have mercy. So you make your way south, the very southern tip of Creston, to the Silver Sanctum. As you're making your way up the road from Golden Horizon, it begins to snow.
Hey, I got a hypothetical question here. So this dead body thing, right? If I was to go into a graveyard,
I have another question with the dead body thing.
I'm just saying, like, can I go into a graveyard and just like kind of consecrate it to the outsider?
I guess.
Shin, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So you need bodies for your friend, right?
That is correct.
What if you simply say we're fighting undead, right? Could we just cheese it? And you would say, all right, here's your dead bodies.
You know, That's a good question. I will get back with you as soon as I know. When I know, you shall know.
Okay.
Gerald has an existential crisis.
So, complete metagame here, but he has a valid point. Could I possibly do that? Like, turn undead through the outsider emblem?
Gerald's job is essentially taken.
We'll follow up on that. We'll circle back to that.
We still never circled back to my flamethrower kobold friend.
We'll circle back to that too. So, it's really fucking cold. It's snowing. We're getting into
Gerald.
what?
Yes.
It's too cold.
Why am I picturing now everyone huddled up against the one person who radiates heat?
You radiate heat?
Yes.
I'm gonna cast levitate on myself. Hey, Shia.
Yes.
Here. I want to help. Put your arms out.
Okay.
I put a rope on each of your arms, like over your shoulder, under your armpit. I did the same to myself, and I'm just like on your back, like a backpack.
I got a question.
All the way back to the the second campaign.
We're fiends, right?
Yes.
Are we resistant to cold damage?
You're resistant to fire damage.
Ah, shit. Okay.
I'm basically immune to fire damage in total.
I was
So-
thinking of Kania.
You begin walking up the long winding path into Silver Sanctum, and as you approach the rather large gates of the city, the two hunter monk people in front of you that have been guiding you for the past several days fire large orbs of white energy into the sky, which is then responded to by several orbs of white energy from the other side of the wall.
Interesting.
Do I see any magic around?
Oh, it's 100% magic.
Fucking magic everywhere.
Like all the big ball of light is magic.
Oh, excuse me.
After they do their little light show in the sky,
I cast counterspell when I shoot the flares off.
Stop trying to get us killed.
I'm just kidding.
you successfully counterspell one of them. They're like, "Oh, that's weird."
I'm just kidding.
Damn thing made in China.
So,
The one thing
gate
usually
goes down.
made good in China: fireworks.
Yes. So they lower the gates, or lower the drawbridge, the gate, or raise the gate, whatever. And you walk inside, then you walk down what's could assume to be Main Street, and you see the remnants of like shops and blacksmith shops and general stores, cafes, taverns, things like that. As you walk through the middle street of the city.
Do I see any wares in these shops? Like,
No,
Item?
there's no like civilian populace left.
oh, so the shops are stripped bare. I don't see like
They're stripped bare, boarded up.
no stains emanating a strong magical aura or anything like that.
Wherever you see members of the Silver Sanctum Order, there is magic. Like these people emanate magic.
Oh, do I see any magical items in their pockets?
They aren't carrying weapons.
Oh, okay. No amulets, no rings.
They've
Jewelry.
got the robes on their body and the hats on their heads is all they carry.
Any gold teeth?
No.
First off, we're not in Victoria's side of town where there's frickin' pimps.
Yeah, I'm there. But
It's not D&D Chicago. Come on now.
D&D Chicago.
No, you got to get it right. No, and Victoria's leading it. It's D&D Las Vegas.
Hell yeah.
You know, I didn't really put a whole lot of thought to that. But anyway, that's beside the point.
You literally have a character called the Queen of Debauchery, and you didn't think of Las Vegas?
No, because when I think Las Vegas, I think gambling. But
Gambling, drinking, and stupid things? Debauchery?
When I think debauchery, I think like BDSM and like.
Hi, welcome to Vegas where they have clubs for that.
Yeah, but do they in Vegas?
Yes. Yes.
That's the information to me. Anyway, I digress. You begin to approach the you approach the Dragon Fortress or the Dragon Palace, and they guide you and navigate you into Ferdinand's audience chamber, and in the center of this room is the building itself is really fancy, very almost a silverish gray cobblestone that's expertly crafted. Think of like the really fancy stone you can make in Minecraft. It's super fancy.
The chisel deep slate.
Yes, fancy.
Jesus.
I hate everything about this reference.
What the fuck? Yeah,
Damn it, man.
When
Anyway.
I think of Minecraft, I don't think of anything fancy. I gotta level with you.
Some of the stone does look nice if you know what to do with it.
Now,
Highly-
my cobblestone in my
Highly
mind.
pixelated, low resolution, and block shaped. Gotcha.
So when you enter the palace, it's not made of silver, but it's very silver stone. And the first thing you really notice is the giant fucking dragon in the middle of the room. Followed mostly by the fact that his tail wraps around his body and he is using it as a scarf.
What color is this dragon? Pray tell.
Silver.
Ooh, fancy. Now that's fancy. A silver dragon.
Hey, Drake. Go ahead.
Does he seem to be like made of a precious metal silver, or more like just like a generic kind of silver, like a Crayola silver?
He's a shiny silver. He looks spiffy.
Nice. Wonder how much his scales are worth.
More than your life will be able to get them.
You think so?
Yes, you'll die trying.
There's only one way to find out after Chio.
Technically, he has unlimited tries.
Until you run out of levels.
Do I lose a level for dying? I was not made aware of this.
Yes.
Yes.
He was in the document.
I don't want to die.
You now see why I brought up. Why do you think I brought up the prospect of you will die?
One scared straight fast. Damn.
But are you sure I will die? 'Cause I mean, there might be like a spot possibility I roll like 20s back to back to back to back to back. I'm just saying.
You would need more nat 20s than the dadgum Pope could probably give you.
And
Hello,
besides,
Silver.
what if I use Ultra Self to look like Chio? Then you might die.
Oh gosh.
Hello,
Come back with a
Silver.
vengeance.
Wouldn't that be interesting, Chio?
And I will come back with a dagger and start shanking.
The bitch will be one level low.
Watching y'all bicker amongst yourselves, like, hi guys, how are you?
Shio contains herself. My apologies. It's an honor to meet you, sir.
Hey, these
Talk
people
about-
don't mind. They're simply tired from our travels. And if I'm being honest, the monks you sent to come collect us wouldn't even let us rest at the tavern and wouldn't even finish their drinks. They're very wasteful.
Very wasteful. I agree. I was there. I saw the whole thing.
There were men sent on a mission. The mission was to bring you here.
There's more
I
to life.
have an important question for each of you.
There are starving kids that would love to have a nice, stiff alcoholic drink.
Children should not drink. We do not advocate that here.
My apologies for them. They are not exempt.
Trust me, I'm starving right now. But
Are you
Shio
starving?
hears that
We
as
have
one.
to have a chef.
Shio hears that with a kind of, you get a mix of a look of I have an idea if we need it, and a look of my time to shine.
I want to slide a hand to whatever food he makes.
no, I'm saying that I, as a human being, am starving because I've been drinking this whole time and it made me hungry.
Okay.
Storm, how many times have we established stop getting drunk on an empty stomach?
No, I ate before I started drinking this time, but it wasn't enough. I'm still hungry.
Hey, dude, getting drunk on an empty stomach is the best way to do it.
It's very cost efficient.
Very.
But at the same time, you get sicker easier.
No, you don't get sick unless you're a bitch. You'll get sick. Ain't that right, Storm?
Amen. Anyway, so
Storming literally 4 hours. Oh, I feel sick.
if I'm still up in 4 hours, something has gone wrong. He asks you, the important question he has for all of you is, are you familiar with Dragon Lord Zalrond?
Well, I may have heard the name in passing, I say. What do you know about this Dragon Lord Zalrond?
He's the cause for the Second Great Dragon War, and
But is
something of a lich.
I feel like he's just misunderstood. They just have a bad name, but they really actually have a noble purpose, in my opinion. And do we have to refer to them as liches? That's kind of hate speech, if you ask me. I think we should refer to them as Belnorns.
I would expect nothing less from someone who bears the mark of the outsider.
Silence your infidel tongue. You know nothing of the outsider.
Seeing as he knows the fact of who it is and knows the symbol, I think he knows a lot. My symbol would probably be more of a confusion to anyone.
What do you know of the council?
Not a lot. However,
is that the council that was referred to as the Dragon Lords that were joined together? Can I make a history to just to throw some big D energy out here?
The council was made up of the former dragon wielders, of which there happen to be 3 of you here.
Ooh. Let's see.
And as far as I know, from what I can gather of the 3 dragons here, one of them really needs to grow a little bit of spine. The other one is a super genius that sometimes acts like he knows more than he actually knows. And the other one's kind of chill.
Are you trying to say that Geralt needs to learn how to talk to women so he can get laid?
I did not say that. I was meaning more of the fact that Tatakarn he's one of those that he is one of those that has the personality of.
Oh, you're referring to the Dragon Lords themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you just call Guitarfist super chill?
I mean, going to be real, we have Dreg, who got cucked like a motherfucker. We got Tatakarn, who, yeah, he's smart as hell and he can craft a lot of shit, but at the same time, he gets a little too geeky sometimes. And then the third one He's kind of the leader of the group, but he's chill enough to not be an asshole about it.
No, he's just smart enough to keep it in the shadows.
So
I mean, like you do.
Like I do.
Ferdinand asks, well, he says, "Brothers, what judgment passed you upon these mortals? As all of your gauntlets, or the gauntlets, spring to life, and the cloak of Katarvas wraps itself around you." And Katarvas starts first. He's the first I've ever liked. I don't think he has the intentions of repeating what the council's folly was. And then Drag says, "She's got bad beef with me, but other than that, she's aight." And then Tadakon says that Geralt is proving himself to be a, albeit goofy individual, but he is still very trustworthy and strong of character.
I don't like him. I can't lie.
Ferdinand nods his head and says, "This is outstanding news, because I fear that Zaurand has begun moving again."
Really, like a really. And where, pray tell, is this Sauron moving to and from? Tell me everything that you know.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the attack on the oasis outside of Copperdees.
No, actually, I had no fucking idea. Tell me all about it.
So,
Shio glances back to Geralt and Iona. We may have a little bit of information on that one.
so out of not being Ferdinand, Zaurond attacked the oasis and killed the current party members.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was the kind of douchebag undead acid dragon that kind of fucked us up.
Yes.
They probably deserved it. They're kind of assholes, anyways.
So,
Thank you, buddy.
No one deserves to die to a dirty dragon.
I mean, but was it
You're just
dirty?
mad
Really?
because they're snakes with wings.
Snakes don't
Just
have
the big-
wings.
Is the guy that's overcompensating say anything about that?
The dragon calls you a racist.
I don't have a response for that, really.
Do you know what his name is?
Whenever
I prefer,
whenever the dragon says that, Shio
I prefer the term supremacist.
Racist.
racist.
Racist. Anyway,
Shio just says that with confidence, like racist. I mean, you keep calling me a fleshlight.
So can I take it that much to my surprise that you guys, and I'm addressing my party members, have a problem with this Sauron character?
You have no idea.
he
Very
didn't murder them to death. Also, Galileo is here. I forgot about him.
Hey, Galileo, how you doing, buddy? Long time no see.
And I will probably continue to forget that Galileo is here.
I was gonna say, like, when he was first brought in, he was forgotten like 2 minutes later.
To
Galileo.
be fair, he did help us with the restaurant fight and figuring out some of the things we needed to do to take down the mafia. But other than that, yeah, he kind of dropped off the face of the earth.
He's currently in a corner, like licking himself, like a normal cat.
Galileo, get the Johnson out of your mouth.
Fucking damn it.
Do they take any magical items on Galileo?
What?
Yeah, you cut out back to that.
Does he detect any items on Galileo?
That are of magical nature.
Yes.
Really? Do tell.
I was afraid you were going to say that. Galileo has a magically enchanted ring, and the ring looks like a cat.
Oh my!
Dakota, before your mind goes to the gutter, not that kind of ring.
It's a cock ring with a Sphinx head on it.
That's it. Where's the shotgun?
No, it's like it's a silver ring that has it's like a cat jumping and wrapping around his finger.
Well, I'm gonna shoot Galileo's head and tell long time no see, buddy, while I make a sleight of hand check to slip the ring off his finger.
Gosh, poor Galileo.
Everybody, I am walking with pure chaos, and I'm the only one in the good category.
God dang it.
That's not good for you, Fred.
That is not good for me. Well, shit. I'm going to also make a deception check when I say purely accidental, I assure you. Come on, Dust Maiden. Don't fuck me over 2 times in a row.
21.
God dang, Dust Maiden does not like me today.
They're both wisdom skills. Well, good. He believes you.
While they're over there making up and pretend not to steal from each other, I want to ask the silver dragon. I want to use persuasion because I have. What was our proficiency bonus, right? Okay, doesn't matter. 8. I don't remember the stupid thing to how to roll.
/ roll.
Yeah.
Which I'm setting up a roll of my own that I'm going to need here in a second.
/ not backslash, just FYI.
Yeah, we know. I know.
I'm trying to roll to persuasion to see if he will give me a few of his scales.
He looks at you confused. He's like, what, do you want to use them for dinner plates?
That'd probably be useful.
Hey, Anna, can you roll my next sleight of hand for me, too? That was a badass roll.
We're reinforcing drow racial stereotypes here, but the drow trying to steal from people.
So,
some scales from him? You think you'd notice if I pluck a scale from him?
yes. I think you're kind of attached.
From his scaly hide.
He like scratches his head and like hands you 5 loose scales.
Oh, these have dandruff on them.
I was going to ask a question.
Here, Sheehan, you take this one.
Actually,
hey, thank you. I gotta accept the scale.
Shio's going to ask a question to him. This one's actually going to be of some form of importance.
None of his warlock spells. That's what I want to ask him.
Shio steps forward. Sir, I do have a question. Although this may be in an effort for both of us to deal with the oncoming threat, would you happen to know the whereabouts of a copper dragon?
I know where one's at.
He points at Shin and it's like, there's one right there.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going for.
Okay, let me restate that. A copper dragon that is not wrapped around the neck of a drow that could teach me how to enhance the fire abilities that I innately have.
You what?
You would want to talk to Zakirith about that. I do ice things. I'm a silver dragon.
Ice.
That's why I asked you where I could meet one, not that you could teach me.
Copper dragons have acid.
I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Gold dragons do fire. Gold and red dragons do fire.
I'm sorry. Do you need help with fire?
With fire. You have a damn red dragon. I forgot about that.
Because I'm serious, Shio. If you don't get help, if you don't talk to Sophia, you're going to end up in fire.
Anyway,
so listen. Does this dragon know any good warlock spells? Is what I want to ask him that he can teach me.
I'm a dragon. I don't. I don't. Anyway, the reason I called you all here.
Hold on 1 second. Hold that thought. Drake, can you eat this scale and gain power? In the gauntlet?
No.
You can't give me nothing?
What?
How about a nice tea, a dragon scale tea? That sounds delicious. Hey, Chio, you know any good recipes for dragon scale tea?
No.
I go
What's going on?
I go sit down next to Gerald.
Can we please, under all circumstances, get back on topic? We literally have been on this same arena.
The reason I called you here is because I believe that Zalrun has set up a smaller base of operations within the Silver Forest.
So it's your problem.
What is in the Silver Forest? Is the whole forest made out of silver?
It's at the base of the Silver Mountain.
That
Because the
sounds
Dungeon
like
Master is not unique with names.
That sounds like it's worth a lot of money to me. Cha-ching.
Actually, the Silver Forest is the base of Mount Gilmere, because I forgot that I was creative with names at one point in time. There's an old fortress in the Silver Forest. We've gotten reports of undead lurking around Gilmere, the village between the City of Brass, Silver Sanctum, and Golden Horizon. I can't send my people there because it would arouse too much suspicion that I'm on the Zyron. But the 4 of you, or 5 of you, I'm not going to forget about Galileo, going there and investigating it would just seem like a bunch of adventurers trying to find money and fortune and fame.
Which brings us to our original point. Can I use my outsider tattoo to use turn undead?
Not currently.
Okay.
I mean, it's fair.
I'm going to ask the outsider about this.
Do it in a week.
When management doesn't give you the answer you want and you go to HR.
In exchange, I will open up the treasury and give each of you 1,000 gold.
That's substantial. I like that. That's more dragon scales too.
Go and investigate the fortress. Find any information you might about Zalrun. Report it back to me. Get paid. Profit.
I'm going to ask if you have any staffs of power lying around.
No, I do not have any stacks of power lying around.
Damn.
Our magic comes from within.
Mr. Dragon.
Yes.
Can you coat my sword in silver?
I can't, but someone might be able to.
We're gonna add this on the fee, okay?
Okay. Okay.
I also want a Jake coat in silver.
I want my teeth coated in silver.
That doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. You're probably going to die.
But he'll respawn with silver teeth.
Exactly. And then I always have a silver weapon. With my attack.
Yeah. It's a dollar store werewolf.
Yeah.
I'd say the more overpowered werewolf if you have silver teeth.
And as we're walking away, hey Shio.
Yes.
let's talk a minute. We haven't had a girl talk in a long time.
Girl being subjective.
Yeah.
Okay. What seems to be on your mind?
What is a description of your daddy, your creator?
Hey, Chio, I got a question. Since you're a golem, are your boobs are your nipples always hard?
As to the first question of Iona, well, I don't have a very apt description, for it's been a long time. I can give some general details, though. She describes her father to the best of her ability.
Does the description match him always wearing a lab coat? Looking
Yes.
a little old? I believe I know where he is.
I will definitely.
It came to my attention a new batch of church members came in to the congregation.
I'm listening.
Well, we need to help each other out. I will gladly give you this information. No strings attached or anything.
Both the silver flying around.
But it would be nice if you could extend a helping hand to the church from time to time, maybe for a soup kitchen or something of the like.
With our hard nipples.
Please wear an apron so your nipples aren't hard on the front of everybody.
Some padding.
As to the second question, while I am a golem of sorts, I was
like
built
a Barbie doll. You don't have nipples.
Lord have mercy.
She rubs the brush
Real
between her
questions
hands.
here.
Though I am a golem, and I am not proving any of this to you, I was built to be, I guess the term here, nigh-human, without being human. So, what you may consider oddities that most golems would have, I do not have those, though admittedly my skin is a little bit more pale due to being made of metal.
So I do have another question now. Are you like a fully functional? Like, can you make babies? Because what happened? I'm just curious.
It's like Android 18.
Like,
I mean, that's the best way to describe it. It's like Android 18.
Would you make babies though? I mean, can you get impregnated?
While I don't know the exact answer to that myself, I was built to be...
Roll initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative.
Roll your death order.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where's Gerald at? We need him.
Girls, we have a test subject.
Lord, if you
We're gonna
don't
go
think
with
I won't
Johnson one way or
decapitate this
another.
entire party,
I really
gotta be salty crack.
Half hobgoblin, half golem. What the hell?
I said all that out of character. It's messing with you. But I explained to you what he looks like, and we talk about that. I believe he's being held prisoner.
Just point me in the direction of by who.
I'm currently skimming through my notebook right in front of you. He's being held by a priestess of lava.
I got a question. Am I hearing this shit going on right now, or am I like...
Right now, I just took Shio away.
Okay, it's probably a good thing.
Now, for the moment, Shio, we need to keep this between us. Since you're involved with it, I just want to let you know.
I mean, okay, go ahead. Fuck it.
If you think we need to involve more people now, or wait till the time gets closer, or what, or if you want to make a move right after we kill these monk people, then we can.
Do you have a name for this fucking priestess yet? Just asking for a friend.
She's the high priestess.
Do you have a name for this high priestess?
Uh,
I'm gonna give you a heads up, metagame. If it ends with Boehner, you need to fucking wait.
you didn't tell me that name, did you, Storm?
No.
I didn't ask either. I assumed the high priestess was the only one of them. So
A safe assumption.
We will come to that bridge as we approach it. But if the need arises, we can call for help. But I will assist in the manner of they are holding someone dear to me captive.
well, I need to liberate this high priestess
From her mortal coils.
from the weight on her shoulders from her neck.
Yeah.
I may be able to assist with that. We'll see.
Because she is committing religious hate crimes against my people.
Well, okay, go ahead. I just want you to know, metagame, I'm a little insulted you did not include me in the same conversation, Ayana.
Well, I was really just wanting to see where his reaction would be with the prisoner. I have a plan for you. So I tell Shio all that, and then I immediately just get out of her line of sight and go over to Shin. I'm like, Shin.
What's up?
So if Loth happened to
The
have
bitch.
a high priestess,
Yes, she has a high priestess.
just one.
Yes. There's only one high priestess.
So I'm writing a paper for school. What might her name be?
Well, I don't know her first name offhand because the DM hasn't told me firsthand, but I can guarantee you it ends with Boehner
Boehner.
because that is the first house of the Underdark. And Law will choose her high priestess from the first house. I fucking guarantee it. And I can also guarantee that she's going to be at least level 20 metagame.
We have 21 levels between us. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Yeah. She's going to be a cleric. Just so you know, she's also going to be a drow, so has all the innate drow casting abilities. And this is going to suck.
You're just scared because you're afraid that she's going to beat you, leave you alive, and then tie you up to be a sex slave.
But if we can kill her, I am game. No, I am not worried about being a sex slave. I am worried about being worse than a sex slave.
Much, much worse.
Sex slave doesn't begin to scratch the fucking surface.
It came to my attention that this lady, this high priestess, this false prophet needs to be taken out.
I would love to kill a high priest, a Boehner high priest of Loth. Just so you know. I would love nothing more than to drink her fucking blood and rip her heart from her fucking chest and shit down her throat.
That's great because we need to cut her head off. I need her head too.
Cool. Can I have her titties?
Yes.
I want to mount them on a wall.
You could put them on Shio so they're not hard all the time.
Hey, that's a good point. We should do that.
I feel insulted.
I really like you. I really like the way you think.
Oh, Lord.
Because you're both
sadists. I'm trying to give you that, but you come up with some good ideas.
Hey.
So,
yeah, my response to whenever Brian mentioned he would be worse than a sex slave. Elishin will need more than TP for his bunghole.
Oh no. Well, let me just tell you this, Mr. Gollum, chick, dude, whatever I need for me, you're going to need even worse because you're not even a drow.
I'll probably die first.
No, you'll probably want to die though.
Drow Society. Nathan, are you awake? Concern.
Just so you know, death is not the worst thing they can do to you.
Look, I'm just saying.
Spider-Man.
There are
I'm
far
just
worse
saying.
things than death. Death
There is the
is
bonus that, unlike you and Gerald, I am a female, so I might get off a little easier.
no, you won't. That just means you got
So-
more holes. All it means is you got more holes that they can fill.
So this is a meta game question for Brian that I probably shouldn't ask on stream. I think about the question,
You're going to
But-
ask it anyways, aren't you?
but on a scale from 9/11 to being a child around Biden, how traumatized would you be if Ayana suddenly turned into a drow?
A female drow?
Yes.
I mean, it would probably bring some flashbacks back. Not gonna lie, probably trigger a little bit of PTSD.
Okay, you wouldn't freak out though. Like,
So,
I mean-
Vietnam flashbacks.
I would probably avoid you a little bit more than what I do.
okay. Well, I use the word transform, but I meant disguise.
If I know it's you, it might help a little bit.
Okay.
But
I was
if
just
you can
curious.
surprise me, I would probably turn invisible.
Okay. I was simply curious because I'll probably have to use my disguise thingy at some point to do that.
But I guess it depends on how accurate your disguise is, and I'm not going to tell you the details of the disguise. But yeah, it depends on how
I'll
accurate your
start
disguise is.
screaming at you like you're a piece of shit.
Nope, that won't work.
Oh.
There is one detail that I would be looking for sure.
Does it have a penis?
Nope.
I had to make a transvestite joke.
The only hint I would give you is it involves snakes.
If I have a snake on my head?
Nope.
No. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the drow.
If you hear this one thing, then I won't believe it.
Very interesting.
You know, I'll have to study on your people.
So, you make your way into the forest and haphazardly trek to the old Silver Sanctum Fortress.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna be honest with everyone. The combat I have planned for this is going to take a lot longer than the hour that we have left.
Well, we would have been here sooner. But, yeah, I'm not getting into that. No, I am. Somebody wanted to keep talking about Johnson.
That was a group decision, pretty much.
John.
No. You and Nathan decided to go ham on it. You
But,
went more ham on it than a $2 hooker with a $1 coupon.
I'm really concerned that Nathan is currently asleep. I texted him. But here's what I'll do some like scene dressing for this. And then we will probably
Or do you have an area for us to explore or anything, or is it just going to straight like jump into combat, or can we do a little bit of fuckery with the exploring? Maybe crush your guard under Indiana Jones boulder or something?
well, let me set the scene and then you might be able to figure something out. So you approach a old weather-stained fortress. It's the very walls are almost frozen from the perpetual cold that is around Mount Gilmere. Upon the battlements and the watchtowers stand zombified soldiers. It's got a very large wooden gate, and as you're taking cover and hiding in the bushes, you can see that there are whites carrying fresh corpses up to the gates. and going in and placing them on a pile, you see that there are several zombified, or a couple of zombified dwarves drilling zombies into, being drilled into different drills. Like, think of like boot camp.
Oh, those type of drills. What was carrying the bodies?
A white.
A white.
Yes, a intelligent undead capable of making zombies.
Okay.
The fortress
That's why I
itself.
know how.
The fortress itself is rather massive. As far as you can tell through casual observation, there's only one way in and one way out. Unless you climb the battlements.
Is
Guys,
it open top castle design?
Yes.
Okay.
I asked the two spellcasters, because we are dealing with undead. Do you both have any spells to power me up?
I mean, I don't know. Let me just check my repertoire here. I have a lot of spells.
Well,
I'm
they're
just
doing
saying.
What kind of- Well, they're
I
doing
guess-
that. Presence is there on the walls.
I can cast fairy fire on you and help you glow, so they all attract to you and not me.
That's not what I need. I need to be able to hit harder, because I can
Well,
turn any of my fire attacks into holy fire.
Well, I need a distraction so they don't come at me. So fairy fire sounds awful good right now.
Well, I mean, if you can get them all lined up in front of me, I can just hit them with a fireball.
Well, fireball doesn't really hit a line. It hits more like a race. Binding bolt on the other hand, in line though.
I do have firebolt too, or I could just use dragon's breath, which hits a 30-foot cone.
There you go. Now you're thinking outside the box.
Plus, it's holy damage, because I can turn it from either regular fire damage or holy fire.
Need me, so I was like, I just cast fire, you know what I'm saying, and then you fucking breath weapon the shit. Fairy fire, yeah.
And I can cast, and I can literally cast dragon breath 6 times.
There. You got ray damage right there. You didn't even need me. Look at you figuring that shit on your own. Fucking independent woman right there.
So, to give you an idea, you are grossly outnumbered.
I mean,
Oh,
it's undead.
undead.
So, which brings us back to our original point. Can I turn undead with my insider? I know. Wait a week.
I'm not really sure. I was thinking about the logistics and mechanics of that.
But you know what? Doesn't have a high dexterity save. Just saying.
That's fair.
Which is great, because
Undead does not have a high. Well, let me rephrase that. Zombies and skeletons might. The zombies, however, do not have a high dex save. Which, you know what else would be really effective against undead? Grease.
I've come undone. I think we'll kill everyone.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just picturing you hiding in the bushes as these zombies are charging me. Grease, holy dragon's fire. It's just gonna be a dadgum holy inferno.
That's awesome. We should bring s'mores.
I'm not 100% certain that roasting marshmallows on a burning, rotting corpse is such a good idea, but you do you.
I mean, I can use the cantrip to create bonfire if need be. I took several utility spells for this exact occasion. I mean, create bonfire on the tip of a torch, then launch grease through it, and it's basically a homemade flamethrower.
So now, if I could consecrate the undead one at a time, that would add an interesting turn of events to this whole encounter.
Wait, doesn't Geralt still have Molotovs?
Because then I would have or reasons to not want to kill all the undead. I'm just saying.
Dakota, I have an idea. It's going to be glorious. We need Levitate and Geralt to make as many Molotovs as possible.
Are we Molotoving again?
Oh, we're doing more than Molotoving. We're doing a Molotov carpet bomb.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Just levitate all of them.
I feel like I should
Go ahead.
mention it takes an entire turn to use a potion.
Look, I'm just saying, levitate, have all those Molotovs floating above the entire base, turn off levitate at the same time.
Hey, what happens if you cast a spell magic on a potion?
If you do, wait, what?
If you cast the spell magic on a potion?
I don't know.
Wait, they're undead. I just realized something. I have something even more devastating. Oh, wait, no, I need 2 more levels in Pyromancer to get that. If I did, though, I'd have Reviving Flame. Which, to an undead, is an insta-kill. If they fail a Constitution save.
Or you have darkness cast on you. Oh, but I said out loud. Sorry, I didn't mean to say it out loud. Forget I said that.
I'm 90% certain 2 of our party members have succumbed to the need for sleep because we're all working adults.
Whoa!
I will be after Monday.
I feel a little slighted by that. Working adult. You just insinuated I'm not a working adult.
I mean, I am not yet until Monday whenever the W-2 forms come in and I can actually fill them out. I was supposed to get those Friday, but their computer system screwed up so they couldn't email it to me.
You know what, Storm? It's not my fault. I'm second shift and more prone to staying up late, okay?
I am also second shift and prone to staying up late, but poor Nathan and Dakota are day shift.
I'm not a working adult. I mean, the adult part is questionable depending upon how you look at it, but I mean, I'm definitely working.
I mean, I can make this joke now. Hey, welcome to the second shift club.
I'm just saying, we've completely derailed here, but I'm just saying that leave it to second shift to save the day.
Yep. I feel that in my soul.
I do too, especially as a damn second shift team leader.
But I believe since, almost everyone here is out cold except for the DM and the other 2 players, I believe I'll see you tomorrow, Storm, for a little bit of idea storming for my campaign.
Actually, it's not 3 o'clock yet, but we will definitely pick this up and stream. I'm sorry, this is not. We've had this happen before, but we will definitely. I'm gonna bring Nathan some coffee.
Yeah, with the turbo shot.
We'll get Nathan some. We'll unironically hook Nathan up with some boomer juice.
Yeah. Metagame now, okay, Storm? Are we talking about metagame now? Outside the game?
I suppose.
So, about this whole turn undead thing, right? I mean, what is the probability of that being a successful thing? Because, I mean, obviously the outsider wants corpses, and I'm assuming it's for creation of undead.
That's fair.
So, it seems the logical jump I can make here is that he could also command undead, which means he could take undead and make them his.
I'll like it.
But on the other hand, though, for me to be able to, focus on my symbol and just give them to him does seem a little overpowered from a DM's perspective.
I'll like it, but I would have to mechanicalize it and figure out exactly what it would what
That's
exactly
what
will
I said. It could be like a touch attack, one at a time.
apply.
We shall figure that out next week. Night, everybody. I'm gonna call it.
That makes it a little less overpowered because when a cleric uses Turn Undead, it happens in like a burst radius.
That's
You know what I mean?
I've never played a cleric. I'm not very familiar with the class.
Yeah, it's a burst. I mean, from my recollection, it's a burst radius. But I've never actually played a character tabletop. I've played clerics in Neverwinter Nights, which is the computerized version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Right.
So it's a little bit. They do make the characters a little more overpowered than what they actually are in canon. So, but anyhow, a touch attack does seem that way. I can only do one at a time. Seems a little less OP than being a burst attack in an area effect of about 30 yards. 30 feet, I think it is.
I'll have to figure out like the. It would be pretty close to like a will save. I'd have to figure out exactly what it is, or maybe it would be against the no, I don't want the relevant spellcasting modifier of the individual who made the undead. That would make more sense to me.
If it was an individual, because it could be, there are actual such things as a natural occurring undead too.
Right, the free range zombies that are made because of like seepage through from the negative element or the negative energy plane.
Yeah, well, I mean, I call it natural, but really, there's nothing natural about undead. But you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. But anyway,
the naturally unnatural. How about that?
Yeah, the bastardization of nature undead.
Exactly. You see where I'm coming from. So, how much have you had drink tonight, Storm?
Not enough to make you a all-powerful god yet.
Well, shit, we should drink together then, because I'm on my third glass of rum right now.
I've been drinking Steel Reserve.
Yeah, you tell me about that shit. That's your go-to?
It's cheap and gets the job done.
Yeah. You drink malt liquor all the time, or you actually go with like the hard stuff liquor?
My preference as far as like hard liquor is I can't do vodka anymore. Vodka is poison. Vodka results in Storm making poor life decisions.
Good times.
But usually if I drink hard liquor, I'll drink like Fireball or Firejack, or I'll drink some Curzan, but I don't really. It's a really smooth rum, but it's like really low alcohol content.
Yeah. Do you like the taste of coconuts?
I've never really been big on coconut, but the coconut rum that I've had before it's okay.
Well, I was just gonna say, if you want to go with liquor, I would highly suggest this stuff called Rum Haven, because I mean it's only 40 proof and it tastes pretty damn good. I drink it straight all the time. Yeah, but I mean, when you drink it straight, it does a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie. Lowers inhibitions, has you feeling good, and it won't. Well, it could make you sick, but I mean, you gotta be pretty fucking stupid.
You gotta drink way too damn much of it.
Yeah.
Oh hell!
And the best part about it is not that expensive. Like you can get, if you wanted to try it, you can actually get you a small bottle and try it.
I really can't. I really haven't like branched out, and even as an adult, I haven't really branched out and like tried different liquors. I've tried. We made a pineapple rum punch and poured like a fifth of tequila into it because it didn't have enough alcohol. And
dude, you gotta go over here and drink. Then I will fucking expand your horizons. Because liquor is my go-to versus beer. I mean, I will drink beer, but my preparation is liquor.
I find that I'm a horrible alcoholic. So I usually don't drink until once my body decides that, hey, we're done. Like that's sort of the end of the conversation. Like I find my favorite corner of a room.
Yeah.
And I'll lay down and I go to sleep.
Hey, that must be a joke. Want to hear a joke?
I guess.
Okay. So there was this woman one night, right? She goes out to this bar. And she promised her husband she'll be back on time. She won't stay out too late. You know, it's like a woman's night out, right?
Right.
Well, she goes out to this bar, and before she knows it, sorry, disregard that noise. Before she knows it, it's really late. So she tries to come back home, and let's see. Yeah, there you go. So she told her husband she'd be back home by midnight. She promises, right? Well, the hours passed away, and the markets went down way too easily. Around 3 a.m., a bit loaded. She headed for home. It said she got in that door. The cuckoo clock in the hallway started up and cuckooed 3 times. Quickly realizing her husband would probably wake up, she cuckooed another 9 times. Yeah. She was really proud of herself for coming up with such a quick-witted solution in order to escape a possible conflict with him, even when totally smashed. 3 cuckoos plus 9 cuckoos equals 12. Cuckoos. Midnight. Dun, dun, dun. Well, the next morning, her husband woke up and asked her what time I got in. She told him midnight. He didn't seem pissed in the least. Woo! I got away with that one, she thought to herself. Then he said, well, we need a new cuckoo clock. When I asked him why, he said, well, last night our cuckoo clock cuckooed 3 times, then said, oh shit, cuckooed 4 more times, cleared his throat, cuckooed another 3 times, giggled, cuckooed twice more, and then tripped over the coffee table and farted.
That's great.
That is fucking great. Oh, Jesus. Good times.
Well,
I wonder if we're still streaming this shit.
we are. Nathan
Oh.
fell asleep. We can't stop the stream. We've been live this whole time.
That's awesome. Well, that's so cool. All right. Well, good night, man.
Night.
I'll talk to you later.
Later. All right, stream. Now that it's just us, my 2 compatriots are asleep. We will definitely. You can probably stop watching at this point if you really want to, if you haven't already. This session did not go exactly the way I had it planned, but we got to our destination. The next session, I think, will go a little bit smoother. Hopefully, Nathan and Dakota will be a little better rested. But we really appreciate you tuning in, watching. Hope you join us next time. We'll definitely talk about this on Friday as part of the Insight Check podcast. I'm very definitely 100% grateful for all the views for the campaign and the Insight Check podcast. It's a very exciting experience for me. So next week we will tackle the Old Silver Sanctum Keep. We will begin to scratch the surface of Dragon Lord Zalrin's plan for world domination, and the party will face an ungodly amount of undead. So, appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming. Have a good week, folks. Good night.